Okay, good afternoon. We'll have now the next lesson. Let me share my screen. Ayan. So this is our TFN for week 3. Okay. Let me just start. Let me flash my screen. Okay. So we have here the 4 ways of knowing. With our first statement here, we have in a world where there is so much to be done, I felt strongly impressed that there must be something for me to do. So in our contact with our patients, we have to know who they are. We have to know what are they suffering from, their perceptions. We have to know if they have trust issues. We have to know them holistically for us to know the proper intervention that we should be giving them in all possible ways that we can. So our technique as nurses for us to know our patient more is to delve with the 4 ways of knowing in your theoretical foundations in nursing. That is why TFN is very important, not only in the board exams, but then again, in as your foundation in all your NCMs. Number 1, we have here the empirical knowing. It is the principle relating from factual and descriptive knowing aimed at the expansion of abstract and theoretical explanations. So when we say empirics, the other words for empirics is knowledge. So when we say it's knowledge, it must be focusing on what we call as evidence-based practice. When we say evidence-based practice, again, it includes patient preferences, um, products of research, and products of experiences that will give us more effective and accurate nursing interventions. And of course, empirical knowing is also called as the science of nursing because it pertains to what to what is knowledge. It is where most theory and research development is concentrated because it is something that we could measure, it is something that we could assess. And some conceptual forms have better capacity to explain nursing phenomena than others because we could see it, we could assess it, we could objectively know it. It could what explain nursing phenomena better than the other concepts like abstract concepts. Empiric ways of knowing has dominated the nursing profession since the Nightingale's era. We will know about who is Florence Nightingale, ano ba talaga yung ginawa niya, bakit siya sumikat, okay, ano yung mga roots niya, okay, coming from a perspective of a student to the perspective of a PhD nursing student, okay, or graduate. Nurses are inclined to believe that only valid and reliable knowledge is factual, objective, descriptive, and generalizable. So empiric knowing is telling us that the only knowledge that is true and that is valid are only the knowledge that we could see, that we could observe, or we could describe. Okay, for us to be generalizing the knowledge that we know or generalizing our perception of what is a phenomenon. Okay. Next. Okay. When we say empirical knowing, it is any scientific research-based theoretical and factual information that the nurse makes use of and under empirical knowing, such as knowledge obtained from lectures, textbooks, journals, and other resources. So these are knowledge coming from what we read, okay, what we know, coming from, for example, the internet or other lecture aids or any source of knowledge or any material that could give us this type of knowledge. Okay, so again, empirical knowing. Empirics is knowledge. Okay, next. EBP or evidence-based practice, as what I'm telling you a while ago, again, for EBP, it takes 17. Okay, it takes 17 years for it to be implemented. Because again, we have to change something. Okay, we have to again unlearn and relearn. We have to we have to be very sure that its implementation will really take effect. That is why it's so long for an EBP to be implemented in a certain area in nursing. So here, EBP as a part of empirical knowing because it is a form of evidence or it is an evidence that will now guide us in clinical judgment. So an EBP or an evidence-based practice or yung pinaka-latest na alam nating intervention will really help us or inform us to make how to make clinical decisions, okay? So yung magsasabi sa atin kung tama yung gagawin nating decision when we are intervening for our patients. And this evidence or support may stem from tradition, it could come from the tradition, what has been practiced, authority, pag sinabi natin authority coming from an expert, experience by our colleagues, trial and error, logic or reason and research. It could come from randomized controlled trials, it could come from research studies. Okay, wala tayong word na researches ha. Okay, ang meron lang tayo research studies, that's the plural, okay? Coming from metasynthesis, okay, as you grow older, as you become, as you go higher in your nursing career, you will know all of this. But for now, I am glad na napag-uusapan natin siya para at least alam mo na pag narinig mo siya. So, EBP involves accurate and thoughtful decision making about healthcare delivery for clients. So, sinasabi din talaga that evidence-based practice or the utilization of EBP is the only way for us to better our interventions. It is the only way for us to make better decisions for our clients. It is the only way for us to refine nursing practice. And based on the results of most relevant and supported evidence derived from research in response to clients' preferences and expectations, that is why I am telling you a while ago that the three scaffolding of evidence-based practice are patient's preferences, product of research, or coming from clinical expertise, because we could not go away from involving the patient preferences kasi ang pasyente ang nakakaalam kung ano talaga yung better para sa kanya. Or it could bridge the gap of nursing practice and research to provide a basis for nurses to transform research into quality care. So, si EBP kasi siya lang yung pamamaraan for us to refine. Okay? Pag sinabi natin refine, to give, when we say refine nursing practice, it is the only way kasi para makapagbigay tayo ng tinatawag na optimum patient care, okay? Or the best patient care. Again, our patients are the reason why we are earning our salaries, so they deserve the best, okay? So EBP, these are the three scaffoldings. We have the best scientific evidence coming from research. Yung mga mababalitan mo, randomized controlled trials, grounded theories, mga ganyan, mga meta-analysis, systematic reviews, metasynthesis, again. So kasama dito yung clinical experience or yung mga traditions that has been practiced in the area that are known to be effective, okay, or very good at for nursing interventions or patient values or preferences or the preference of the patient. Okay? Hindi natin mawawala yun. Like for example, yung pasyente high blood siya, hindi mo ipagbabawal na 100% na hindi siya pwedeng kumain ng taba. Okay? Papatikman mo siya, pero hindi mo 100% na sasabihin na bawal. Kasi pag pinagbawal mo sa pasyente, mas lalo niyang hahanapin. So, mas mapapasama yung kanyang sitwasyon. And that idea is coming from research then. Okay? So, characteristics of quality healthcare that reinforces the aspects of EBP. So it will now help us to be client-centered. When we say client-centered, we take care of the client as a unique being na hindi siya kapareho ng sinamang client. Kaya hindi mo sasabihin na, yung paracetamol, napababa naman yung fever ng patient 1, so mapapababa din niya yung fever ng patient 2. Yung patient 1 kasi sa bed 1, umuwi na kasi ganito. Si patient 2 baka uuwi na rin. No. Client-centered is when we are focusing to the uniqueness of the client or whatever are these things that could be occurring in the area or along with the time na na-admit siya, okay, lahat ng makikita mo sa kanya, doon ka lang magpo-focus. Kasi doon ka lang din magpo-focus ng intervention mo on how to, again, to plan interventions or implement interventions for that certain patient. Pag sinabi natin scientifically based ang EBP kasi, it is never only an experiment eh. Pag ano na siya eh, parang scaffolding na siya. Ibig sabihin or solid na siya, solid ground din natin siya. Scientifically based, ibig sabihin, it could be implemented, it could be prescribed to a certain institution, i-practice nila yun kasi EBP na siya. Ibig sabihin, solid ground natin yun. Okay? Population and outcome based, so EBP is done for us not only to improve patient outcomes or intervention or outcomes of intervention, but the totality of the population who would benefit from the intervention that we are doing. Developed through quality improvement and benchmarking. So EBP matagal siyang gawin. Actually, it will take you a lot of time. We have done that in the PhD. It took us how many months to select for concrete evidences, and then we have tools to assess if these evidences are really yun yung pinakamaganda na meron tayo ngayon. So we have EBP will help us to individualize client's needs, yung sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina, that the applicability of an intervention from one patient to other patient varies, and then it helps us to be attuned with the system of policies or procedures or resources. So this one, si EBP kasi siya yung gold standard natin. So pag alam natin siya, we could practice congruently to what is the standard in healthcare. So we have here pang EBP, meron tayong statement kasi, how to do an EBP. Okay? Medyo malalim na siya, pang PhD na siya. But since we want to develop you better, okay? We wanted to give you the best. You have to know, pag sinabing EBP, alam ko yan. You have to have a statement. Ano yung mga question na nasa isip mo? Like for example, can a patot cure cancer? Okay, so from that, mamimili ka ngayon ng systematic reviews, okay, or evidences. And then makikita mo yung iba-ibang studies regarding yung apatot na makakapag-cure ng cancer, nakita mo na talaga makakapag-cure siya. Versus doon sa hinayaan mo lang na hindi mo binayopsy, hinayaan mo lang yung cancer na wala kang intervention. And then nakita mo na better pala yung huwag ka nang gagamit ng apatot, mas better pala yung hayaan mo lang na hindi ka magbabiopsy, and that is the evidence, and that you could recommend na you don't need a patot. You just need to not to touch the tumor so that the tumor will not be metastasized, will not metastasize ganyan. So ibig sabihin lang ng EBP, you have to have that something that you wanted to experiment on. You have to, for example, yung paggawa ba ng paglalapar, the TSB, nakakawala ba talaga siya ng fever or nakakadagdag ng fever o nakakapag-hypothermia ba siya or nakakapag-hyperthermia siya. Okay, so pwedeng kumuha ka na ng studies on the web, doon sa mga reference journals natin, PubMed, Buchran, Joanna Briggs, ganyan, NCBI, mga Google Scholar, kumuha ka na ng mga study, tinignan mo talaga, ina-analyze mo talaga kung may mga study na nagsasabi na ganito. And then if you have the evidence with you na, ito talaga yung sinasabi ng mga study, then you could recommend that for practice. Okay? Next, aesthetic knowing. So what is aesthetic knowing? The second is aesthetic. It relates to understanding what is of significance to particular patients, such as feelings, attitudes, on point of view. So aesthetic knowing is knowing how the patient feels, knowing where the patient is coming from. Okay, it's not what you see around you, or it's not what you feel as the nurse, but again, it comes from the patient. It is the comprehension of meaning and a singular subjective expression that we all call art of nursing. So art of nursing is not really how flexible you are, but the art of nursing is your way of understanding the other person. It's really difficult to understand the other person. Most importantly, pag magkaiba kayo ng perception, magbabangga talaga. Pero pag ang nurse kasi, the science of nursing is empirical knowing, right? But the science of nursing is knowledge, okay? But then again, the art of nursing is aesthetic knowing. Aesthetic knowing is your ability, okay? In changing ways and manner of rendering nursing care based on the need of the individual and the perception of the individual. So when you know your patient, when you can adjust to the needs of the patient, when you are able to understand the perception of your patient, when you are able to have that wisdom, and that is the art of nursing. It's aesthetic knowing. Okay? It focuses on empathy. Empathy is different from sympathy. Pag sinabi natin empathy, you are putting yourself on the shoes of the patient. Kung ako yung pasyente, ano din kaya ang mararamdaman? That's empathy. Okay? Pero pag naramdaman mo na, kawawa naman yung pasyente, nahihirapan siya, that's sympathy. Okay? Empathy is when you try to live the life, okay? When you try to live the life that the patient is living with at the moment. Okay? Para maintindihan mo kasi yung nararamdaman niya, kailangan mag-empathize ka. Kailangan ilagay mo yung sarili mo sa pinagdadaanan niya para maintindihan mo bakit siya nagsisigaw, bakit ayaw niyang makinig sa'yo, bakit minsan clouded na yung decision making niya, kasi may pinagdadaanan siya. So that is the art of nursing. For you to be able to, pag tinanong sa inyo what is the science of nursing, that's knowledge, that's empirics, the things that you could see, it's objective, it's describable. Okay? Pag sinabi natin what is the art of nursing, that is aesthetic knowing. Ano yung aesthetic knowing? Your ability to understand the perceptions, the movements, and everything about the patient, and for you to be changing your ways of intervening, okay, congruent to the needs of the patient. Okay, that's aesthetic knowing, and aesthetic knowing is the art of nursing. Examples, nurse Moses places himself in the client's shoes. So yung sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina, when you're communicating, when you're giving judgments, Huwag natin silang bubulyawan, huwag natin silang sasabihin na, ala, nanganganak ka ng ingay-ingay mo. Bakit yung ginagawa ba yung bata, ganyan din yung ingay mo? We do not like that. Okay? Kasi nurses tayo. Aesthetic knowing, art of nursing. Nurse knows how to show compassion, mercy, and understanding towards clients, co-workers, and supervisors. So aesthetic knowing is the art of nursing. It is not only applicable to your patients, but it should be applicable on how you deal with your co-workers, on how you deal with your supervisors. You have to understand that they are too are bothered, they are too have challenges in life. They have also unseen battles, so you have to be having that wisdom. So it's not easy to become a nurse because you have to be manhid. Kailangan mo maging manhid. Kailangan mong i-bracket yung sarili mo palikod para maintindihan mo kung ano yung pinagdadaanan ng tao sa harap mo. Okay, another example is Nurse Miguel uses layman's term in explaining the needs of a client with right-sided heart failure. So whenever you face your client, okay, kailangan magsalita ka yung naiintindihan niya. Hindi yung pinapahalata mo na nurse ka, pinapahalata mo na mas marunong ka, and that should not be the case. So you have to be very particular with how you explain things na dapat naiintindihan ng pasyente. Again, that's aesthetic knowing. And again, that is the art of nursing. Okay? Next, we have here aesthetic knowing is used in the process of giving appropriate nursing care through understanding the uniqueness of every patient, thus emphasizing the use of creative and practical styles of care. Kaya nga sabi natin kanina, kailangan mong intindihin yung pasyente. Pag naintindihan mo kasi yung pasyente, and that is the only way for you to give the best of intervention that the patient wants you to give to her, to him. Okay? Next, ethical knowing. It requires knowledge of different philosophical positions regarding what is good and right in making moral actions and decisions, particularly in the theoretical and clinical components of nursing. I still remember Honorable Serena Gagno, Concepcion Gagno, our President Board of Nursing, PR Bond. Sila yung nasa taas ngayon, pinakamataas na level ng nurse sa Pilipinas. Sila yung gumagawa ng board exam. Ang sabi niya, you always work with integrity, even if others will not see you how you get the vital signs, even if others will not see you how to give the medication to the patient. Kailangan talaga maayos ang trabaho mo kasi nurse tayo eh. We are saving lives. Our calling is that it's indispensable. Ibig sabihin talagang siya eh. Hindi mo siya pwedeng lukuhin. That is why ethical knowing will now guide you on how how you will observe code of morals or code of ethics. Lahat yan dapat deeply rooted doon sa tinatawag nating human dignity and then the respect for life, that hindi mo man yan buhay, hindi mo man yan kaano-ano, hindi man yan yung taong mahalaga sa iyo, but then again, you are doing your best to give the best to the patient. Okay? Wala man or merong nakakakita, dapat ginagawa mo yung trabaho mo ng maayos. Another one is ethical knowing leads one to seek to seek the answer for the question, is it right or is it just? So, tatanungin mo yung sarili mo, pag ba nilagay ko yung vital signs ng alas 4 dito na hindi ako pumunta sa pasyente, okay lang ba? Para may mailagay lang ako, or kung pupunta kasi ako, baka hindi ko na magawa yung ibang trabaho. So you have to be very careful of the things that you do in the area, even if walang nakakakita sa inyo. That is ethical knowing. Ginagawa mo yung tama kahit walang nakakakita sa iyo. Okay? Examples of ethical knowing: Nurse Wayan presents himself as a client advocate and defend his client's rights to choose care. Okay? Yun yung sinasabi na when you say client's advocate, may mga pasyente na hindi nila kayang mag-decide para sa sarili nila. May mga pasyente na clouded sa mga decisions nila. So, pag sinabi natin client advocate, we should be defending our clients' rights. Kung wala nang magtatanggol sa kanila, pagtanggol natin sila, ipaglaban natin sila, kahit hindi tayo pinaglaban. Chos, okay? Another one is Sir Eric, a clinical instructor, reprimands a student who cheated on quiz and explains the consequences. So, ethical knowing is, sabi mo sa estudyante, pag nag-cheat ka, you are cheating the face on the mirror. Sino niloko mo? Sarili mo. Tama? And that is an example of ethical knowing. Nurse Ron explains the concept behind organ donation to a terminally ill client. So ito naman, ethical knowing is, alam natin, i-explain natin sa kanila yung advantages and disadvantages of procedures, of interventions that will be given to them. It is just, okay? Tama lang na malaman nila kung ano yung kakahinatnan nila if they will undergo such procedures, para at least alam nila, guided sila on how they will decide for themselves. Next is personal knowing. So, apat yan, di ba? Yung pinaka-apat yan, we have the empirics, the knowledge, the science of nursing. We have the aesthetic, our ability to what? To understand our patient, okay? To refine the interventions that we're giving them, and that is the art of nursing, right? The art of nursing is not only understanding your patient, but then again, your ability to understand or have that wisdom for your coworkers and your supervisors as well. Pag sinabi naman nating ethical knowing, yun yung alam mo yung right, kahit wala nakakita. Kasi pag sinabi naman natin personal knowing, it encompasses knowledge of the self in relation to others and self. It involves the entirety of nurse-client relationship. This is the key to comprehending health in terms of personal well-being, and it involves the therapeutic use of self. So when you are using yourself as um, a medium for a better intervention, that is personal knowing. Okay, you have to know yourself also, you have to know your weaknesses, your strengths, and then you have to work on this so that pagkaharap mo na yung pasyente, hindi natin magagamit yung part na sarili natin na, for example, may anger issues, ganyan, may mga pinagdadaan, we have to bracket, we have to have that what we call reduction. Okay, next is examples of personal knowing. Raul, a nursing student, strives to promote a meaningful personal relationship with his elderly client or patient. So, pag sinabi natin meaningful personal relationship, you have the ability to relate to each other. You have the ability to use yourself as a medium for a better nurse-patient relationship. Another one is Von, a nursing student undergoes psychological counseling and self-awareness sessions before his psychiatric nursing rotation. Ito yung sinasabi natin personal knowing, you have to know yourself more so that you could work for yourself before you work for yourself, your weaknesses, your strengths, before you could finally meet your patient at before kayo magharap dapat na bracket mo na yung mga mali. Okay? Natanggal mo na yung mga anger issues kasi yung pasyente mo wala siyang kasalanan sa kung ano yung pinagdadaanan mo as a nurse. Again, you have to know who you are so that you could give your best to your patients. And that's personal knowledge. Okay? Pero na-develop na isang type ng knowing nung nag-PhD kami way back 2015. Apat lang yan. So you have your empirics, the science of nursing, that's knowledge. You have your aesthetic, the art of nursing, that is your ability to understand the patient, your supervisor, your colleagues. You have your ethical knowing, yeah, that is applying what is right, the code of morals. And then you have your, the last one, you have your personal knowing. You have to know yourself so that you could use yourself for therapeutic, as a therapeutic medium in every nurse-patient relationship. And then you have the fifth, okay, the emancipatory knowing. It is recognizing the barriers that create unfair and unjust conditions. So, again, dinagdag siya para makita mo that when you are able to recognize barriers that create unfair and unjust conditions, yun pala ang tawag din natin doon is emancipatory knowing. Kasi when we are able to know what are the barriers that creates unfair and unjust conditions by Chin and Kramer, so remember the book, okay? Makakapag-devise tayo ng interventions para at least magawa natin yung nursing care na wala tayong mga barriers, na wala tayong ibang impediments in giving the best of care to our patients. So again, those are the four types of knowing. What is the importance of knowing the four types of knowing, or bakit natin inaalam to? Kasi gagamitin natin siya all throughout TFN. Not only in TFN but in other subjects in nursing, kailangan natin to. So what is the art of nursing? Aesthetic knowing. Okay? What is the science of nursing? Empirical. What is the science of nursing? Knowledge or empirics. Okay? Huwag natin kakalimutan yun. Evidence-based practice, kasama yan sa empirical knowing. Knowing the best evidence that we could give to our patients. Again, the art of nursing, it's not how resilient you are, kung paano ka gumawa ng tourniquet out of the gloves. That is not the art of nursing. The art of nursing is for you to be able to understand the person in front of you or anybody else around you, right? For you to be able to be the best version of yourself. Again, ethical knowing is knowing the code of morals or code of ethics na kailangan natin gamitin. Meron o wala nakakakita, we have to have that integrity. Another one is you have your personal knowing. You have to know yourself. You have to know your limits. You have to know your strengths and weaknesses. You have to bracket those before you finally encounter your patient. Okay, and then you have your emancipatory knowing. You have to remove all the barriers that could impede us in giving the best to our clients. And that would be all for today. We'll have the next lessons next time. Thank you for listening.